If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to support us. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. Your star ratings and reviews help others discover our podcast. So take a moment to share your thoughts. We appreciate you, and let's keep the conversation going. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to ADHP. That's Attention Deficit Hyperactive Politics. Will you please welcome your hosts, Doug Robinson, Todd Sellers, and Brandon Popson.
Hey, welcome back in, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Attention Deficit Hyperactive Politics. We're here with Todd, as always, and Brandon, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
What's up, guys?
We found Brandon's lifeless body outside the back of an Applebee's, but we sacrificed 6 goats and it brought him back.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. You guys recorded way earlier than thought you guys were going to. I got back home and I came to the message like, oh, we're on the air. I was like, oh, shit. I had no idea.
Yeah, we weren't sure what was going on, so we decided to we were both ready. We were both rared up for it, so.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You could have just hopped on at any point and we would have been like, oh, hey, here he is. You know?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get back home until like 4:30 or so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think we were in the middle of it at that point, so.
Maybe.
You could have just hopped on. Next time, you can just hop in. I send the invites to both of you at the same time, so it's like, it's there when you're ready.
Oh, yeah.
So, anything happened this last week, guys?
All kinds of stuff happened this last week. What do you want to know?
Well, first off, I lost my voice on Saturday, so that's why I sound the way I do.
You sound kind of rough there, man. You said it was a football game?
Yeah, I was at the Washington-Ohio State game and screamed my head off and lost my voice.
I was going to say,
maybe
you were
the greatest setting in college football.
I thought maybe you went out to Edom Claw to meet up with an old friend.
I'll be honest, I don't get what you're going for there.
Horses, man, horses.
Yeah, I was saying, what's the reference to the horse thing that happened in Edom Claw like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to have done to my voice? What are you implying I did?
Deep throat. I don't know, maybe.
Nothing worse than the dude actually did.
What's really messed up is like that kind of thing had been happening for years and maybe even decades before that, and because of that, it is now illegal in Washington State.
Ruined it for all of us.
Yeah, they had one person hurt themselves, and suddenly,
no, we can't do it anymore.
It's like. I don't know. Maybe getting your colon separated from the rest of your body was probably enough to.
The worst part was he was an engineer, which means you would think he would know about like displacement.
I mean,
that's got to be how he got it started. In the
there had you feel like that's just one of those square hole round peg type of deals, like.
Well, I mean, everyone knows that if you turn it just right, everything fits in the square hole.
Oh God!
Have you not seen that video?
I've seen that video.
The square hole.
The one was like,
and where does the pyramid go? That's right.
The square hole.
But I haven't.
No, it goes in the round one. The round
That's
one.
right. The square hole.
And she's like super OCD, so she's like completely like beside herself.
She was actually a good actor. That was actually really. I remember that strictly in that video. That was some excellent acting.
Excellent.
I don't believe that she was acting, but okay. I've seen enough OCD people like completely like do that when you're like I sent my niece and my mom a photo of a framed picture of the Eiffel Tower that someone had like fixed, air quotes, and it was causing them both some OCD issues where they're like, no, that's not okay because the tower is leaning one side. But
Pisa, not the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Did I say Eiffel Tower? I meant the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah. I probably said that and was meaning the other one, the one in Italy and not France. And
the Leaning Tower of Cheese.
so
Oh my God.
yeah. But yeah, the frame was cockeyed, so the tower was straight, and that was causing them like some serious like mental anguish. So
Man, I'm
Yeah, they
dying
can
about
never
this.
straighten that tower. They got to keep it leaning forever. They just got to hold it up so it doesn't fall all the way.
Actually, it is gonna fall it someday. They say it's
I
pretty
heard
much
that they're
another.
trying
Yeah.
to they're doing some funky engineering and they're like not even sure what to do. Totally.
they're putting a bunch of like lead weights on the other side of the building on the inside.
I think the problem then is it'll shear in half.
Yeah. Yep. I'm
'Cause-
dying over this. Huh?
Yeah, because the base will go back flat and then the top will just topple.
Yeah. It's not like a solid piece. It will fall apart real easily. That's the hard part there. I feel like they've known for like 100 years it's gonna fall, so it's not news to them.
Right, but they're trying some advanced technology now to engineer it in place.
I mean, oh yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
They have a giant rubber band strap that is holding the top up against another building.
Some just very strong Italian guy is gonna sit there and push on it.
He just hangs out like he just hangs out.
Some little dude he's like 5'4", but he's
That's
almost
Alberto. He just stands there. That's his job.
he looks like Gimli from Lord of the Rings. He's about as tall as he is wide, but he's all muscle. All right, so let's get into these memes that Doug has put in the doc here. Wow,
Real quick though, did you guys see this video of this guy on the bike outrunning all the ICE agents in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to put a link of that.
This is one of the greatest fucking things I've ever seen.
Is that the version that has the Benny Hill music?
No,
Yeah.
but that was on. I just saw that one.
I saw that one. Yeah.
My favorite part is how no one raised their hand to help them. Everybody just sat there and watched them and laughed. Like 50 people were just like.
And this is Boston, right? This happened in Boston.
No, this was Chicago.
Oh, Chicago,
Which makes it
that's
even funnier.
Oh man.
He fucking runs with the bike like 80% of the way, then jumps on it and pedals away while using another biker as a screen. It's fantastic. You can't write that.
That's straight out of a Looney Tunes cartoon right there, man.
Anyhow, we can go to the memes now.
Well, one thing, and then not to ruin everyone's, not to bring everybody down, but of course the big news of today that's breaking as we're recording here on September 29th, 2025, there was yet another shooting in this country, which is like something like 5 mass shootings in the last 7 days or something like that.
Yeah, of course.
But you guys heard about the one today in Michigan at the Mormon church?
That was yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Or yesterday, okay.
Yes, I did hear about that.
All the stories I'm seeing are from today, so it's at least getting updated. But now at first I'd heard 2 dead. Now I'm seeing 4 dead.
I didn't know the number. I just know that the guy was. They're reporting on it, but they're not saying he's a MAGA, even though there's photos online of him and his family and him wearing a MAGA shirt.
Oh yeah, he's definitely he has the photos of him with a MAGA shirt. He still had a MAGA sign in his yard in July of this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's definitely MAGA.
The Republicans are trying to say he has to be a Democrat because, like, oh, the MAGA sign was on top of the stop sign. That was a protest, and you're like, oh my god.
God.
Whenever they have no point, or whenever they have no actual like argument, they just reach toward a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Well, and not only that though, but he's a former he's an Iraq War vet, so who knows if he has PTSD, and he believed that the Mormons were like doing something to like facilitate LGBTQ or like transgender people. I think I'm not sure if it's the entire spectrum or specifically transgender people, but yeah, he thinks the Mormons were like cultivating transgender people. Like he's literally mentally ill.
Yeah, that's not a thing. I just thought it was because the Kirk killer was a Mormon, so I figured that's why.
I mean, that still doesn't make sense to do it like that way.
Yeah. I was like, I just assumed that he was getting back at the Mormons for killing one of their guys.
Yeah, it does not appear to be related to that.
No.
But yeah, so these memes that we're talking about. So, fun little Facebook discussion got started with our friend Silas, friend of the show, has been one of our guests. The only guest to not become a permanent host.
Yeah, we need more guests.
We
Yeah,
do, I guess.
I was planning to ask about that because I know Brandon mentioned a guy that was willing to come on. So we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, Silas makes a post about how since 2013 there have been 6,907 mass shootings in the USA. Of that number, 5 have been transgender.
Yeah,
And
I
then he
saw
goes
that
on
post.
to say, if you are calling out the dangers of transgender people because of 5 people, you aren't just a bigot or stupid. You're an asshole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I saw
Brandon,
that.
you're in these comments too.
Yeah, yeah.
But then this guy, should we name him or should we like not give him that? Like, not that it matters on
We
our
don't
show.
need to give him any kind of platform.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
thinking.
but he comes on. The first thing he says is usually the person to call names, judge people, and use foul language is the first to lose a civil discussion.
Oh
Right?
yes, I
So
remember this
he comes
conversation
out
now.
all high and mighty, and then it comes down to he gets in it back and forth with somebody with a woman, and then he just starts telling her to get back to the kitchen.
Does he? I didn't follow
Yes.
that part.
Oh, I didn't see that
Holy
either.
shit.
I didn't see that either.
I during the conversation, after he said the thing about first one, did he call names? I'm like, oh man, like y'all have called trans folks killers and freaks and mentally ill, those kinds of people.
Yeah,
That's all they
exactly.
said.
Yeah.
But I didn't follow the conversation everything because the guy just sounded like a fuck knuckle. It sounds like he really is. Holy shit, he said that.
Fuck knuckle. I love that.
And she's coming in to basically be like, my accounts. You're like, this is monetized. Like, the more comments you make, the more traffic you generate, the more money I make. Keep going. And he just keeps putting out nonsense. And I'm like, dude,
Oh
you
wow.
have yet to make one coherent comment, but you can keep trying.
That is my favorite thing right now on TikTok is people taking transphobic and bigoted comments and making them into like videos that make them money, make the individual who had the comment, and not the person leaving the comment, but the person who had the comment made up on. So they'll sit there and they'll talk for like 60 seconds. It's like, if you stayed here for this long, thank you for helping. You know, I wanted to monetize this comment, so this person helps me get X, Y, Z. And usually it's like moving out of like a red state and going someplace else, or helping their kids or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, dude, you have yet to make one coherent comment. And he's just like, actually, I have made many, which sounds like
Oh my God.
it sounds like a very Elon Musk retort.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
actually, I have made many.
Actually, if you look at this, I've actually made the best points, the biggest points. Oh, exactly.
And then he just starts posting this litany of memes. Like, the first one is a Hitler image. Starts right off with Hitler. And then and this is the one that says Democrats socialist. Is that like attorneys general?
Oh,
Democrats socialist. Stop comparing me to Trump. I'm one of you guys. As if
Democrats.
as if the socialism and national socialism was anything like actual, democratic socialism.
Oh, I know. I love the fact that they love to call everybody a socialist or a communist. They cannot define the difference between the two of them. They can't define either one of them, period. But they definitely cannot define the difference between a socialist and a communist.
Well, and the way socialism has been used now, it essentially means anything that is government taxing and spending. Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, that's what they've reduced it to. Of course, that's what Truman said they were doing back in the 40s too. So I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah.
And then so this is great because the very next meme this dude posts is, as Brandon pointed out before the show, is a fake meme. It's a satire.
So let me get this straight. The guy we're talking about from the argument, he posted this stuff.
Yes.
I just put that together right now. Of course he did.
This was when he stopped arguing with me and just started posting memes. So he posts a meme that's Ilhan Omar's brother/husband received $18 million in government grants during Biden's term in office. And then in the fine print, it's, as Brandon pointed out, America's last line of defense, nothing on this page is real. So this guy this is, one, it demonstrates the lack of critical thinking and the lack of actual attention to detail that these kind of people are putting in. It also demonstrates the danger of satire in this age where almost nothing is satirical anymore. Like you can't keep up with reality at this point.
Well, the problem is, it's not even they can't keep up with reality. It's the fact that these idiots don't care if it's real or not. In fact, I caught a couple people. ALOD, America's Last Line of Defense. I've followed these guys on Facebook for a long time now, and they specialize in this. They wanted people who are not smart enough to fact check it to repost it as fact. Like that's how they write their memes. I've caught a bunch of right-wingers posting their stuff over and over again. But the problem is, like you were saying, they don't care if it's true or not. They'll claim this is true even when you point out it's a satire site.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make us angry so we'll react to it.
Yes, it is definitely just trolling, but it's just, this is exactly, yep. And what the hell's just happened here?
Huh.
Oh, there we go. So the next one is one that actually does have some traction and I think does need to be debunked. So basically, because Trump has been doubling down on this one too, and so has Fox News parroting Patel, of the FBI director now. But he puts out a meme that's a Twitter clip. Breaking, it is now confirmed the FBI had at least 275 plainclothes agents at January 6th. And then they say time to investigate Nancy Pelosi. This was a Fedsurrection. What does the Speaker of the House have to do with the FBI and what the FBI does? So that's one thing. It's like that's a non sequitur. And then, do you guys know the truth about the FBI agents being or not being at January 6th?
I mean, I would imagine that it was fucking something where I would expect a federal presence. So
now, according to the FBI, there were no plainclothes or undercover FBI agents at the January 6th. They did have like 12 or 16 cooperative, I don't know, I forget, there's an official term for them. They're not FBI agents. They're people from these groups that the FBI is like tapped to be like assets, right?
Informants?
Kind of like an informant, but it's not, that wasn't the word for whatever reason.
Okay.
And I wish I could find that source on that so I could get that absolutely correct. But yeah, there were no plainclothes agents for the FBI. They had 12 to 16 cooperative sources that were there, and none of them were authorized to enter the Capitol or do anything like that. So it's this idea that there was 274 agents secretly placed throughout that were their true instigators is complete bullshit.
Oh, they know that.
I just because these memes are out there and this is something the president is doubling down on, I think it's a good way to, or a good one to be clear about. Because it's easy to believe this kind of bullshit if you're
an
not
idiot.
really paying attention.
I'm just kidding. I mean, not really. The people who
if you're
believe
ignorant, right? Like if you keep yourself ignorant generally.
I mean, I feel like people who believe this want to believe this anyhow, so there's nothing you can do to make them not think that.
They're not
Other
going
than
to.
shame and just presenting them relentlessly with the facts.
You know, as much as I want to agree with you, I feel like it does nothing to these fucking morons. I feel like you can throw as many facts as you want to into their face, and they take it more as a marker of pride that they can ignore facts for a long period of time.
Oh, I don't think that's wrong. No, I mean it's kind of along the lines of Carl Sagan and the bamboozle, right? Where he talks about how once a person's been bamboozled long enough, they start to prefer the bamboozle.
You know, it's funny. I was about to just say it, just like religion.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. I mean that's what it is. That's what MAGA is a cult. MAGA is a cult.
No, it's absolutely a cult, and that just proves exactly how it is. It's very much like a religion in that sense.
And then the next meme, of course, is something that came up very common in the last week with the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, with people trying to compare Roseanne Barr's dismissal from ABC as the same as Jimmy Kimmel's, right?
Dude, the amount of people I follow on TikTok and Instagram who was like, yeah, you know who was president during that time? It wasn't Obama, and it wasn't Biden. Like,
yeah, I know. It's like they completely forget what years Obama was in office. They don't care. They just immediately say Obama. On top of that, like it's two separate things. Fucking Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about Trump, like, and how Trump was handling Charlie Kirk's death. Roseanne got fucking got high on Ambien and posted racist shit on Twitter. It's not the same fucking thing.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, it's not the same offense. It's also not the same action, right?
Yeah.
Because the government did not intervene in the Roseanne situation.
The thing is, like, and I suppose say this: the idiots who believe this theory, they are convinced that they did. Like, I've gotten a couple of conversations with people about this, and yeah, they are thoroughly convinced that no, they called ABC and said they had to pull them. I know that happened.
Yeah,
but if they had, it would have been Trump's admin, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, this guy is just like Ofer on all his memes. They're all like, now I'm starting to wonder: is this guy just fucking around? Like, is he even serious?
I think
is he making the MAGAs look bad? Is he a plant?
I don't know.
He's a Fed.
He's a plant.
By that you mean a vegetable?
I mean,
yeah,
that he should be like, strapped into his wheelchair, so he doesn't fall
I
out.
should go.
The least resistance.
Yeah, getting him back in the chair when you're done is the problem.
Jesus Christ.
Now here's every right wing nutcase's favorite comparison is comparing the Nazis to Democrats, because we're supposed to be civil and reasonable with them, but we're animals that deserve nothing but the highest condemnation from them. So,
Right.
They claim that the Nazis were socialist. Not actually true. Also, anti-capitalist is the second one. So socialist and anti-capitalist. Crazy.
What the fuck were they? What the fuck kind of state? Whoa, this guy actually had this on his page. How can you post this on your page and not see? Oh my god.
Pro big powerful government. Well, what's more powerful than the Trump? How Trump is wielding government is in a more weaponized fashion than we've ever seen.
But in their mind, it's small because he's a solitary guy. They want small government. So small, it's one guy.
So small, it's a dictatorship.
Yeah, dictatorship. Yeah.
That's small. Anti-guns. We're both anti-guns. I don't remember the Nazis putting down their guns.
The Nazis, they actually did remove guns from people that they had undesirables, like Jews and stuff, and in their society. But that they viewed as undesirables. But against the
Nazis themselves.
Yeah, but about what they consider the desirables, no, they wanted them to have as many guns as they could. They wanted fucking their populace as armed up as they could get them.
Censorship. Now that's ironic to be doing that this week, to try to claim that the Democrats are the censors.
Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you guys are aware. I'm sure you are, but Kimmel is back on the air here in Seattle. His
I saw that. Yeah,
first show back was on Monday, yesterday, I think, and it was a repeat of last Friday's episode. So, And I've been watching Kimmel since he was back over on the East Coast. I have a way to watch East Coast feeds. So
Nice.
Yeah, and then he talks about how both Nazis and Democrats have media propaganda, as if that okay maybe they do. All right, you got us there. Democrats do have media propaganda, and everybody else.
So does the Republicans, though. So
Yeah. Now here's one the Republicans don't have: abortion. Yeah, because abortion was. I don't even know what the Nazi rules on abortion were.
that has been disproven.
I'm not.
Hold on a second, guys. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right.
Anyhow.
Yeah, I'm curious. Did the Nazis allow abortion? The Nazis did not permit abortion in general, but
No.
applied a selective policy based on their racist and eugenic goals. Okay.
So he was just wrong
Okay.
again.
Yes. And then I like this one. This one makes me laugh. The Nazis hates Jews. The Democrats hates Jews and whites.
No.
All right. Sorry about that.
Oh my! These people make up weird little like a straw man in their head.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of this whole idea that like when you are the dominant, like the hegemonic class or the hegemonic type, any reduction in your influence or any time somebody else is given something that's outside your group, it feels like something's being taken away from you. Like they don't see equality as equality. They see equality as them being taken away from.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with that.
And then the next one infiltrates and subverts schools and churches with their ideology.
Yeah.
What? What? The churches? Yes, infiltrates the churches. Because the left has totally infiltrated the churches.
Well, just the existence of like that woke Catholic bishop that did the Trump.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, I told you my old Catholic father was a gay man. I think I've
Yeah.
gone over this with you guys before, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know if you have.
Have I not?
I don't.
I
think
don't know.
So.
I don't think so.
No? Yeah, no. I used to be Catholic, and the father to the church I went, and that's what we call the priest, the father. He was a blatantly gay man. Like if the guy was celibate because he was a Catholic father.
Yeah, I guess that is fairly common, right? Because if you're not allowed to be gay and you need an excuse to not have sex with anything.
Yeah, but the guy was extremely interesting. I actually liked being a part of his congregation and all of that. Father Chuck, that was his name. He was notorious amongst the Catholic Church. They shoved him in this little a church out here in Black Diamond because he was so controversial. Because as much as they hated him, his following loved him. Like we all love Father Chuck. Like, huh?
There you go. He was infiltrating the church.
Oh man, but dude was awesome. He was always going on vacations and stuff, and had these like stories about going to like Israel and this and that, and like going through the desert and all whatever.
But it is interesting to me. Like, what do they think is infiltrating and subverting the schools? Like, is it literally teaching evolution and
yeah, of course,
critical race theory and that kind of stuff? Like, it's like actually teaching history and science is subversion.
Yes, to them it is, because I mean, you heard Trump go off the other week about how he wanted these museums and stuff to focus more on the positive side of history.
Meanwhile, we actually have the Republicans, like in Oklahoma, as we've covered on this podcast, inserting PragerU and doing purity tests for their teachers and making the 10 Commandments part of their programs.
Which is just a wild story to me still. PragerU is fucking gonna be... What the fuck?
It's already part of curriculums in some schools too. And it's just... Like, that's what that actually is. Like that's the actual infiltration and subversion of
Oh,
school.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes. No, that you want to talk about infiltration? That is complete infiltration of pure like hard right, alt right belief systems by the teachers.
And then lastly, it says believes our children are the greatest resources for revolution. Now, if that just means the next generation will save us, kind of thinking, like that's not really helpful thinking, but it is optimistic in a
It's
way.
optimistic.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
I used to think like that. Now I don't. I used to think Gen Z was going to save us. Now I realize Gen Z kind of fucked everyone.
Yeah, I really thought everybody. I mean, the arc of justice. The arc of history is long, but it tends to bend towards justice. It felt like that for our whole lives up until about 10 years ago.
Like I want to have faith in Gen Z, but I have seen stuff in Gen Z that shattered my faith for this next gen of this country. You know what I see a lot of in Gen Z that I don't see a lot of in our gen. You see it, but not very common. Holocaust denial. Do you know how
Oh,
many Gen Zers I've
yeah,
met that are straight up like that can't be true? There's no way.
yeah. That's why the Holocaust denial movement persists, because eventually we get far enough away from it that kids start going, well, why are these people saying it never happened? And it's so long ago. Like, how do we really know?
I'd love to say it's part that it's also just the social media. I hate to say it because I know it sounds like an old man screaming at the clouds, but it really is a genuine. It is social media. There are so many kids these days that their only source of news is literally feeds on their social media, and that means that somebody could feed them a bunch of misinformation. And I know there is. I'm not gonna say there. I work with two flat earthers,
Oh
two
my
Gen
God.
Z flat earthers.
Gen Z flat earthers?
Yes, the Gen Z, and like I said, this is something where you might see. We know about pretty much all of us. I know we all know the same flat earther comedian,
Hmm.
but
I,
he's
I
got a T. Huh?
I think I know who you're talking about. Wasn't he the guy who worked with Marianne and Jamal when they
Yeah,
had the
yeah,
radio
I'm pretty
show?
sure. No, I think I don't know, but the guy has a TBI, so that's his excuse.
Yeah,
Other than
TBI?
that, like he got a traumatic
traumatic
brain
brain
injury.
injury.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Here's the crazy
what?
part about that. Yeah, here's the crazy
He
part
was
about
like
that.
that before that, though.
No, he wasn't. Not
Was he
really.
not?
No, no, I remember before that. He was normal before. I knew him before.
Are we talking about the guy that used to host the 907?
No, 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 no.
No,
Okay.
no. Dylan's cool as shit. That's no.
No,
Dylan's
I'm
not a
talking.
flat
I'm
earther.
talking about the guy who ended up moving to Vegas.
Yeah, that's Dylan. That Dylan Avila. Yeah, I used to walk his dog and stuff.
No,
No,
I'm
no.
not. I'm,
Dylan didn't move to Vegas.
no,
Dylan
Dylan
didn't
did
move to
not move to
Vegas.
Vegas. He's still here.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't.
It's the guy you and I are talking about that moved to Vegas, and then every other.
Oh,
He also,
yes.
he's moved all around.
The guy. The
Oh,
guy
that's
has
true.
the guy that has the cue cards that like he reads off of because he can't remember shit. Right?
That's
Now that I don't know. That part
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I can't remember his name.
No, he
that's
wasn't
why.
like that before. He got a TBI, and then he fucking started believing all that stuff, which is telling.
Now, if
You
you
know.
ask him, though, he doesn't believe any of it. He just has questions.
Oh, I know, no, yeah, he doesn't really do that too much anymore. To be honest with you, these days he'll be like, "Yeah, I do believe it," because he that went on for so many years. People were like, "Dude."
Well,
Come
he would
on,
always
bro.
ask questions, but then he would never accept any answer.
He still does that for political stuff. Like when the flat earthers, he kind of will admit nowadays he's kind of thinks that way, but political stuff, yeah, he still does. I'm just asking, just saying. Okay, dog. But yeah, I work with two flat earthers. I work with I work with at least 2 or 3 people who do not believe the moon landing happened, as well Gen Z.
Okay.
And
And
I do believe it is because they get their news and their little blips from Instagram reels.
yeah, fortunately, I don't know anybody in my Gen Z groups that are like my nieces and nephews and stuff. Like, I don't know any of them that are flat earthers or Holocaust deniers. But I guess they're also I have a pretty woke family.
Yeah. So, but I mean, hopefully, like I said, but these are just people out and about. Like I was blown away. And and like so, I'll give the dude that we know the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, he got brain damage.
Yeah.
The others that I know are pretty much all across the board. Like, oh, the Bible.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
now-
that's literally why they will say it. That's literally they're like, oh, it's because religion, and it's
no,
like, oh my
I'm
god.
saying, oh, really to Doug's response to my
Yeah.
my message.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he had a TBI, so okay.
Yeah.
That explains a couple things then.
That happened like what? How long ago was that? That was
Was that
fucking.
was it before he moved
Yeah.
to Vegas or
Oh
in New
yeah.
York and all
Oh
that?
yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
a motorcycle accident?
I can't
Or was it-
remember. I remember hearing he got it.
Or the car crash.
I think
Yeah, it wasn't the car crash. I only heard about it in passing. I forgot about it until somebody else brought it up to me, and they're like, "You got a TBI." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I didn't know about it until somebody else brought it up.
because I follow him and he's a mutual on Instagram and I hadn't seen him in a long time. So last time I saw him on social media, he was doing a live stream on Instagram in New York in like Manhattan area. So I don't know if he's still out that way or not. That's the last time I saw him anyhow.
Yeah,
Like I said,
I had to snooze him for
Yeah, stress reasons.
Naturally.
I know. I get it. He completely.
But no,
get it.
I don't. It's not that he's a bad guy at all. Like he is a genuinely good dude. He just is so
Contrarian.
confused and contrarian. Yes,
He's a
and
contrarian.
and attention seeking.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he used to do like he was like a rep for like gold. What do you call that stuff? Like the oh gosh, the pre rolls that are like dipped and then covered in keef.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
But okay.
I mean, I'm smoking one of those now. I don't know if it's that brand, but
But he used Caviar Gold. He was like a rep for Caviar Gold.
oh, that's dope as shit.
Yeah, and he used to drive around anywhere in King County and like meet me just to sell me stuff for like a great fucking deal. Like
Hell yeah.
And so he's a good guy. It's just and the TBI certainly didn't help.
Like I said, I is that true? I'm pretty sure I heard somebody say got a TBI, and that's when
I believe
Like,
he got like a really bad car crash, I think.
yeah, because he disappeared for a while, and then he got back, and it was like that's when I heard he got the TBI, and then he started up with the whole flat Earth thing.
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff happen since then too.
Yeah.
He got diverculitis and almost killed him. Yeah.
Jesus. Anyhow, let's check out this next meme.
So this one I put in. Again, this is just all stuff he posted in a row. This next meme it's a clip from it's a shot of a drag queen story hour, and it says this bullshit started, and then it's a shot of rainbow lights on the White House because of this bullshit, and then a shot of Obama thanks to this asshole, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
who approved of gay marriage? Like what was it the John Roberts Supreme Court that said that has to be a thing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they don't care about history or facts or anything like that. They just want to blame Obama. Like I said, they don't remember time. They just hate Obama. I've literally heard them people ask, "Where was Obama during 9/11?"
I saw that that you talking about that Kempler clip where the guy's like, "Yeah, where was Obama?"
I still can't tell if the guy was kidding or not, but I was still like, there's probably people who think like this.
Yeah.
And then the thing that they're complaining that happened is a drag queen story hour. Like, oh my god, how terrible is that?
Yeah, they're reading to kids.
They really believe that drag queen story hour is basically a striptease while they're telling a story.
Come on, guys. We'll get
Because that's what it is at their circle.
Let's cut these guys some credit. It's not the drag queen they're afraid of; it's the reading. They've proven.
Well, you heard how
that's witchcraft, Brandon.
You heard how the Charlie Kirk funeral boinked Grinder, right?
Oh God!
Oh,
You mean
yeah.
the WWE send off? I'm not gonna lie. If I die, I want to get sent off like that, but not for somebody posing like they're sad. Send me off like you're doing a fucking intro for a fucking wrestling match. Goodbye, brother.
It's a casket match.
It was the cage match with the briefcase at the top of the ladder. In the briefcase is the Epstein files.
There you go.
Hell yes.
I saw a video today. Actually, I just remembered this. I don't remember the gentleman's name, but the guy in the government who I want to say his name is Bob, but I don't know. I can't keep any of those people straight. what is his name? Shit. Start naming off some names, and maybe it'll maybe ring a bell. But either way, this guy apparently somebody found his Grinder profile and says, if you don't stop doing this bullshit, I'm.
Oh,
gonna
Mike
out you."
Johnson.
That's what it was. Yeah.
It was Mike Johnson. I just saw that video a minute ago, right before we got on the air. I was
Like,
doom scrolling Reddit,
come on,
and
do
I
it,
saw that
do
pop
it.
across.
Come on, do it now.
That's what makes me think that there doesn't exist. It's a joke. It's a bit. The fact he didn't just do it, like.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's so believable.
It is only because
it's
of the fact.
believable. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, every time these guys go into a town, Grinder crashes.
It's true. It's true.
I know it's true. That's why I'm
Anytime
laughing.
they meet together.
That's why I'm laughing.
Like, these guys are sucking enormous amounts of dick, which is fine. But, you know, the fact that they want to act up against gay marriage when they go into a town away from their wives and do gay shit's kind of hypocritical. It's not that they're gay that pisses me off. It's the hypocrisy.
Right.
Let me make that clear.
Exactly.
Like,
It's okay if you want to suck dick, but don't be an asshole about it.
yeah.
Yeah, don't say it's only okay when you're high on meth and paying for it.
It's only don't say it's only okay when you're doing whippets with Steve-O.
Hey, don't be smart. The good name of Steve-O. I am.
Yeah, you're not supposed to inhale the entire thing, man. You're only supposed to inhale the smoke, not the whole. Like,
I just inhaled. I just think I swallowed some smoke weird. I had a joke I was gonna make right there, but I think I just sneezed it out of my brain.
oh man. So
this very last one that he posted, it's kind of something what we touched on, but in 1933, Hitler appointed Hermann Goering Minister of the Interior. His first orders, I don't know if this is true, were to defund and eliminate police departments so that they would not interfere with his brown shirts, whose mission it was to riot, burn, beat up, and kill. But we know what brown shirts do.
So basically,
they're trying to compare defunding the police efforts to what the Germans did to not interfere with their brown shirts. Who has brown shirts right now? Who is acting like brown shirts right now?
Not just that. The fact that this guy. I need to find this fucking chat again in Silas's account because I need to take a look at this guy. This guy has to be doing a bit. There's no way this guy isn't doing a bit. That's like 4 or 5 in a row that have been absolutely like wrong, like so like 180 degrees against what he's trying to say. That it seems satirical.
I mean, it's possible he's just being contrarian, you know, just saying the opposite of whatever somebody else is saying, just to get them pissed off.
Like I don't think he's from. I think he's foreign for one.
Like, what the fuck? Like, literally saying, okay, to eliminate the police department so that they would not interfere with the people who are attacking the citizens. So, this little picture counteracts everything any point he's trying to make. Like, I know how media illiterate the right is, which is, you know,
not at all.
Oh, the right's completely media illiterate. The right has no media literacy at all. So, but this just is too on the nose. I mean, this is really on the nose.
And the whole while he's accusing me of like, do you even read? Can you even read? Are you even literate?
As you're reading his comments.
Right. These completely illiterate memes.
Oh my God. Man, my head hurts.
The guy is a wackadoodle.
Dude.
So
on a good day that makes my brain hurt. On a bad day I just turn off the internet and just I can't brain today. ADHD is in full swing and I just can't think straight, and then I'm having to read this bullshit. No, thank you, I'm done.
Oh. But before we move on to the next round of stuff, I do have one bit of fun, good news I want to go over. And something near and dear to this show. Obviously, we've talked a lot about UBI and single-payer healthcare and those sort of programs. So in another step in that direction, Iceland approved the 4-day work week in 2019.
Yeah.
And nearly 6 years later, all the predictions made by Gen Z have come true. Now, what were those predictions? Were they good predictions? Were they bad predictions?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
bet they were good
I
predictions.
don't know. I don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, so this is coming from BostonOrganics.com. Generation Z's advocacy for revolutionary workplace changes has found its most compelling validation in Iceland's groundbreaking 4-day workweek implementation. So the Nordic nation now serves as living proof that younger workers' vision for sustainable employment wasn't merely idealistic dreaming. So Iceland's journey toward reduced working hours began with 2,500 pioneering employees participating in extensive trials starting in 2015. These initial participants represented just over 1% of the country's workforce, but their experiences would eventually reshape employment standards nationwide. 86% of trial participants provided the momentum needed for widespread adoption. So by 2019, formal agreements allowed workers across various sectors to negotiate shortened weeks without salary reduction. So basically, the government did some formal agreements. The workers could negotiate their own schedules that worked best for them, and over time, uh, by today, nearly 90% of Icelandic workers enjoy a 36-hour work week instead of 40. So this maintains full compensation, and it contradicts skeptics who predicted economic disaster. Yeah, so the transition required careful coordination between employees, unions, and government agencies. In Belgium, they did something similar, but they had longer daily hours to compensate for reduced working days. Iceland, on the other hand, maintained the standard daily schedule while eliminating entire days. This approach proved more sustainable and employee friendly, and it aligned with Gen Z's emphasis on work life integration. So some things that allowed this to work well in Iceland is their digital infrastructure. They have world class internet connectivity extending even to remote rural areas. This is why I think municipal broadband is a really important thing for cities, but also for outlying areas. Like the government should bring internet everywhere. That's my personal opinion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And of course, as we do with the UBI studies, we like to observe the benefits. So the key benefits from this have been enhanced work-life balance across all age groups and all professions, reduced burnout rates and improved job satisfaction scores, increased time for personal hobbies, education, and community involvement, though that kind of sounds like work-life balance.
Yep.
Stronger family relationships and improved parenting engagement, and better physical health through reduced workplace stress. So that's something I do want to add in here is, connecting this back to the gun violence that we've been covering recently. This is why my suggestion to curb gun violence is this sort of labor reform. It's having a guaranteed basic income, and it's having single payer healthcare where everybody has healthcare. And just by those two aspects alone, you will reduce gun violence without having to threaten the Second Amendment and without having to, and you're going to make life just better for everybody, and you're going to have less conflict in life. There's going to be less need to own a gun, less need to ever use a gun, and people that are mentally ill will get the help that they need. And it makes, and you're also going to have to tax the billionaires appropriately to make this happen. So that has
Yes.
the added effect of reducing the income inequality, and keeps wealth from accumulating in fewer and fewer hands, which is leading to the oligarchy that we're facing now.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yep.
buying everything. Like very few people are buying everything up, and to the point where the world's, or at least the world's 6 most richest people also own most of the media now.
Yep.
So labor reforms, they work. Shortening the work week works. Keeping the pay the same. Doing, this is all just. We could do it this way. We could do it with a UBI. There's ways to do this. We just have to be willing to adjust and be smart. And that's all I have to say about that, Todd. If you want to take us to some Geek.
All right. Hold on.
That's all I got to say about that.
And that's all I have to say about that. Yeah.
Welcome to What's Geek this week. We're going over the coolest in pop culture, tech, and nerdy news. Let's dive in.
All right. The first thing on the list here, originally all I saw was the trailer for it. I'm like, oh my god, I need to see this game. I need to play this game. And I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I won't be playing it anytime soon. So fuck that noise.
Wait, what did you get? Oh, what?
The new Wolverine game.
Is it gonna be on? It's gonna come on to Steam too, or is it gonna?
Well,
it
looks like it's starting off as a PS5 exclusive, so we probably will get it eventually after like 2 years. I think usually is how it works.
My 5090 yearns for blood.
So this is what it says here on Engadget. Let me get this pulled up here real quick. The rumors of Marvel's Wolverine showing up during Sony's September State of Play turned out to be true after all. The trailer was the first decent look, first official one anyway, at the game since it was announced back in 2021. Sony and Insomniac Games revealed a release window to Marvel's Wolverine coming to PS5 in fall of 2026. Says here, a gruff-sounding Liam McIntyre, probably best known for Spartacus Vengeance, JD Phoenix in Gears of War 4 and 5, is taking on the mantle of Logan here. As creative director Marcus Smith reminded us, Logan is an unrelatable narrator with a patchy memory, which should make for an interesting wrinkle in this story as it plays out. I mean, we all are aware of like Wolverine's story, right? We know that he was like part of a government program up in Canada, and they put the adamantium on his skull and a skeleton or his whole entire body, and he has a really cool healing factor. That's what his mutant ability is. It's not the cool claws, although they are cool, but that's not it. But it doesn't say beyond PlayStation 5 and spring of 2026 will be additional information will be available then. But it doesn't look like it's going to be released anywhere else soon. It will probably be a couple years before we see it elsewhere. So that sucks. All right. Next story. I linked the video there for you guys if you want to watch the trailer so you can see for yourself how cool that game looks, because it looks fucking amazing. The next thing I had here was Mark Hamill turned 74 on the 25th of September, so happy belated birthday to Mark. And so yeah. Let's see. The first photo of the cast of Spaceballs 2 is a parody of the first cast photo from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Let's see, get this pulled up here.
Dude, did I ever tell you guys I did a sketch with Michael Winslow once?
I think so, but that's really cool either way. I got to see him live at that club that was in downtown Bellevue before it got shut down.
The Parlor?
The Parlor, yeah.
The sketch I did end up getting sold to like the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wasn't on it. They shot it with
Obviously.
Kimmel as my spot. But yeah, no, it was with him. I saw it. I was like, God damn it. But I'm glad.
Cool,
I'm glad they got their sketch sold, I guess.
Back at the podcast, Spaceballs 2, this photo, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and click the link, guys. It's basically the first round table where they all are doing a table read.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. And there's things in the background, like in the top left is Yogurt's costume, and there's a weird looking giant fire hydrant. And then over on the right hand side there's like wigs and shit. And on the table there's a laptop with Mel, and the rest of the cast are in the chairs. So yeah. Looks like most of the people are coming back, the ones that are still alive.
Dude, I'm so happy Rick Moranis is coming back.
Yes. I've also seen people talking about how he and Dave Thomas are getting together to do another Doug and Bob McKenzie movie. I hope that's
really?
fucking true. I really hope
I hear
that's
Dave
true.
Thomas, and I think of the guy from Wendy's.
Right? Yeah. No, I
I
was like, no, not that Dave Thomas. The other, the funny Dave Thomas.
It's like the guy who makes the good hamburgers. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the fast food spots, I like Wendy's the most.
Yeah. I like the the freezes or whatever they call their milkshakes.
The
Frosties.
Frosties.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I like their baked potatoes and their chili.
All right, next story.
Just because you can't. Oh, well, no. Okay, go for it.
The next story is apparently there was rumors that Shatner died, and he's like, no, I'm still here.
Nope, that was Charlie Kirk.
Oh shit. Oh man. No, I was like, is it true? Is it true? I was like, oh no, it's not true. Oh man.
Here's the thing. I don't like him as a person. I do appreciate the things he's done. He's a fucking insufferable douchebag.
Yes, he is. I know personally people who have been like treated like garbage by that man. So I'm not too keen on him either. In fact, I was the first person to say that Chris Pine is a far superior Captain Kirk.
Like he and he wasn't even Kirk for that long is the part that blows my mind. He had like what 2 or 3 seasons, not like what?
I mean, in like 5 movies, but yeah.
But yeah, even then, like still
that spanned like 2 decades. So
if
you think about it,
and he kind of rode that coattail the entire time.
He did.
He did.
And he was a dick about it too, because like he went on to SNL and did that bit where he was basically telling off the fans. And the thing is that actually happened. That wasn't just a bit he did on SNL. That was basically a retelling of something he did at an actual Comic-Con.
Speaking of which, did you guys hear Gary Oldman's in a new show or has been in a show recently? Didn't he say that he was done acting?
I'm good with him continuing to act if he is.
Oh, me too. But I could have sworn after his last movie, he said he was done, right?
I don't know. I don't remember hearing about that.
I could have sworn about when he did his last movie, he said that was it and he was going to retire and enjoy his life. But then I just heard he's in a new like a show like that's like 2 or 3 seasons. I had no idea.
All right.
I don't recall him saying.
I got 2 more stories here, guys. And then the next one is I don't know who I saw him in that. Okay. It's like this guy. He was a bad guy in one of the more recent. He was the bad guy in Guardians 3, in Chuck Woody. Woody, I think is how you pronounce his name. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of it. He wants to play the DCU Joker, and he definitely could. I think he could pull it off if he's as good as actor as he appeared in that movie. Because he played a really good bad guy in that one. That was probably the only thing that was good about that movie, to be perfectly honest. But I could see if he's wearing like the white like face paint and like if he does like a traditional Joker, I don't want to see another variant Joker. I'm tired of seeing that. I kind of
want to see a Jim Carrey Joker.
I would. You know what?
And I don't know. I don't know if I would. I said it, then I'm like, do I? I kind of do. I don't know if I actually want to, or out of a more fucked up part he wants to.
He's already done Riddler though.
Yeah, he has. But that
that's right. And here's the thing: I liked those movies, but I was a kid.
I didn't hate them. I didn't think they were great, but I didn't hate them.
I thought I was a child, so to me they were great. And I was also like a Jim Carrey addict at that point in my life. I loved
was
Jim
too.
Carrey as
I
a
love
kid.
Jim Carrey, and that's probably the only reason why I liked it as much as I did. But yeah, I could see this guy playing the Joker if he had like the fucking like the fucking like bright green pompadour and like the purple like the purple like suit, you know.
Speaking of that, have you guys seen the Absolute Universe at all yet?
The what?
Not heard
From
of
the
that.
comics. The Absolute Universe from the comics. Like
Is that
Absolute
like the
Batman.
Ultimate Universe? But
No, it's this new take that they have on the Batman on the DC universe called Absolute, and it is fucking nuts. Like literally, like they have made everything the most dark and fucked up elder. It reminds me of the stuff in the mid '90s that everybody was trying to do, with like making everything super dark.
where everything wanted to be, everybody was aping off of Alan Moore.
Yeah, dude. Like they make fucking like Killer Croc, this guy, like this humanoid looking crocodile, and his literally his like jaw extends all the way from his mouth all the way down to like halfway through his chest. So it like is a giant like alligator jaw opening up, amongst
Jesus,
other things. Yeah, no. When you guys have some free time, go Google and look up on some YouTube the Absolute Batman universe. It's so fucking nuts. Like it is insane. I'm not exaggerating. The Joker is like an ant. Like they haven't explained everything the Joker is, but so far it seems like he's a fucking like eldritch like abomination from like who knows the fuck where. He like looks like the Wendigo in his natural form.
Okay.
Oh, and Batman in this universe is a poor guy, and the Joker is a big rich billionaire. Also, Batman's built like a fucking 40 to 50 pound brick shit house.
Oh, it's that Batman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He carries an axe.
It's the Ben Affleck Batman.
Is it
Dude.
the Batman that is it the Batman that has the bat logo on his chest? It's just basically a tire tread.
Yeah, he has an axe. He has the bat axe, which may I just give a props to that marketing right there. That's the best name ever. But no, if you guys have some free time at some point, look up the Absolute Universe. I've been looking into it recently. I don't really read comics, like real life comics these days, but I might start for this.
That'd be cool. So, all right. Have you guys watched Peacemaker yet?
I
Not the
need
new
to
season.
watch it. I'm meaning to watch it. It's on. What's it on?
It's on
HBO.
HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one. I have too many fucking subscriptions anyhow. So, ugh.
But
Probably won't be watching that.
The last story I have here is about Peacemaker, so I'll skip that if you guys haven't watched it yet.
Is it worth getting HBO Max for?
Dude, if nothing else, get it for a month and binge watch the whole series. It's like each season's I think 10 episodes, if that.
I have a hard time doing that.
And
I'm not gonna lie.
HBO's got a lot of good shit. So
Maybe I should. I just dropped Hulu for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I did too. And Disney Plus. And I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but so in last week's episode or this week's episode, technically I guess it's last week, we get a big reveal about this alternate universe that Peacemaker finds.
Oh, I think I've heard rumors about that. I'm curious about it. Honestly, that motivates me to watch it because yeah.
Because the character starts off as like this fucking dumbass douchebag, right? And then he starts to slowly become likable through the first season.
You mean Peacemaker himself?
Yeah. And,
Well, yeah, he's an anti-hero, so.
Yeah. So initially he was not a very pleasant person to watch, and I was like,
The only scene I've seen from that show is him bitching out the dude when he tries to compare him to like Batman.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the fuck do you mean? He has enemies because he leaves them alive. I don't. You stupid idiot."
well, and Peacemaker's sidekick is fucking hilarious.
Vigilante.
If you've ever seen Red versus Blue, he's like vulgar edgelord caboose.
Oh god, I actually haven't seen Red vs. Blue, even though that is my gen. I just never got around to seeing it.
I never got into it. I played those
Me
games
neither.
though, but I never watched the Red vs.
I always
Blue.
thought Halo games were mid.
Oh, I love Halo. It's the best console
That's the one of the
first shooter of its era.
The right there is which is the best console shooter of its era. In my mind, like I've always been more of a I guess I can't say that. It was the good FPS on Xbox at that time. That's why it got attention.
Yeah.
Well, like it made console first person shooters a thing. Like you had GoldenEye and Perfect Dark before that, but they were 64 exclusive.
Quake or Doom was on 64. But
but those weren't really very good.
Well,
and
no,
I would
PC versions were superior.
And I would still give that to GoldenEye. Yeah. I would still give that to GoldenEye, to be honest with you.
GoldenEye's gameplay was next to none. It was really good. The visuals were decent for the time, and they're garbage now. But
man,
but the thing with GoldenEye is it's kind of on rails. Like you can't. It's not the way that Halo did the controls was like this whole new way of doing a console.
You actually could do that way on the N64. Using both using the C stick and the other one.
But for me, like Halo 3 was basically the culmination of the first person arc that started with GoldenEye. Like it was like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and then the first 3 Halo games.
Oh, by the way, going off topic here. You guys hear that they just announced a new Simpsons movie?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, and July 23rd, 2027.
Wow.
30 years later.
You know what's funny? I think the opening joke in that movie was we will not take 20 years to make a new movie. Like on the blackboard. I'm pretty sure that's what he wrote.
Yeah. Someone
we'll
shared that image
that
online today. I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is, and I want to see it's like 3 years till 20 days exactly when it comes out. So they're not wrong.
And to be honest, that was the last time I was an avid user of The Simpsons. Is when the first movie came out. I stopped watching The Simpsons after the movie. I don't know why. Just stopped watching. I
had kind of stopped before the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, same. I will see the next movie though. Only
like Futurama is more my show than The Simpsons.
Right?
Like,
honestly, I'm. That's the one thing I'm mad about when I got rid of Hulu is I never got around to watching the new Futurama.
Oh damn.
I'm always watching anime.
There's a lot of it now.
I'm only watching. I only watch anime with my other
season like 2 weeks ago, dude.
I might need to get Hulu again for a month. God damn it, I might be a sellout.
Well, they hired Jimmy back. You can do what you want.
That is true.
Although they did raise prices $1 for both Hulu and Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
On the day they brought Jimmy back.
Well, they were planning to do that anyhow, I'm sure.
Yeah. It may not have been like an immediate thing. I think that kind of hastened that new thing. So we should probably go ahead and skip that last story, considering neither one of you have been watching Peacemaker, and I don't want to ruin anything for you if you want to watch it.
Yeah, I should watch that show.
It's a great show. I highly recommend it, especially if you like the DC stuff. Even if you don't like the DC stuff, Doug.
I don't like the DC stuff. I don't like John Cena. And season 1.
I like John. Here's the thing.
Season 1 is what turned me around on John Cena, and now I like him.
I can't not like John Cena because of all the things he's done for Make-A-Wish.
You gotta watch it for Steve Agee, man, because that character is fucking hilarious.
The shark guy.
The guy with the
no, he's not the shirt guy.
The dyed beard guy.
He's the number 2 and he's the guy in the chair.
Yeah. He's the hacker guy.
Yeah.
No, he's fucking hilarious.
All right, should we play some Floriduh or not, or do we just have weird stories?
I have some Floriduh or not, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh no, here we go again. A barefoot guy robbing a gas station in the name of Gavin Newsom. Call the police, arrest the Florida man. Is it Floriduh or not? Is it Floriduh or not?
All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right, the first story here is a man steals $1 million worth of whiskey. Is it Florida or somewhere
That seems
else?
more Kansas to me.
I was gonna say like Tennessee.
Actually,
I don't think they do whiskey in Florida.
It's Burlington, Washington.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
So
I buy it.
this. Okay, it says thieves who made off with 12,000 bottles of craft whiskey in a rare U.S. liquor heist this summer did more than just snag
12,000?
snag nearly $1
Wow.
million worth of product. They also sprinted away with half the stock of a single malt distillers had worked more than a decade to make. Now the Skagit Valley Sheriff's Office are investigating, and whiskey aficionados are wondering if and where the coveted bottles of Westland Distillery's first 10-year Gariana whiskey might turn up. Yeah.
Damn. That's a ton of fucking whiskey.
That's a lot of whiskey, man.
How did you
Holy
get away
shit.
from that much? How would they even do that?
They must have got trucks. They must have like stole some trucks.
Or something.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. They had beer trucks, eh?
But what do you do with all that whiskey? Like you just like bootleg
Well,
it?
because they're
I
up,
suppose.
because they're up in Burlington, I would imagine they probably went across the border.
Yeah, I mean it's not like right on the border, but
It's relatively close, though. It's
yeah.
like less than an hour away from Burlington, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the next story I have here is a man tried to cash a $368 billion fraudulent check.
That sounds like Florida. That sounds Florida as fuck.
Okay, let's see here.
Brandon,
What do you think,
you got a
Brandon?
guess?
Just the billing. That's for check for. That stupidity seems Floridian, but
What's the hope that seems Floridian? That kind of hope. That it might work.
Wait till you
$368
wait till you click the
billion.
link and see the photo of the guy and the check.
I don't want to click it yet because I don't want to know yet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say not Florida again. I'm gonna say, and this could be anywhere. This could be. I smell old boomer.
I mean, I think you're not wrong in that aspect. The guy does look like a boomer, but Doug.
Oh, it is Florida. Damn it.
Doug is correct. It is Florida. Look at that check, though, man.
Oh my God! It goes straight down. God fucking damn it.
And look at the look on his face.
God
God.
damn it. It's always the people you'd most expect.
And he actually wrote out billion too.
God damn it.
He got the right amount of zeros.
Oh, that's fucking.
It's actually kind of impressive considering how it looks.
Yeah, you think
He says he was gonna make an underwater Italian restaurant.
You know what? I say let's do a GoFundMe for this man. I want to see what this guy can do. He's obviously driven.
I had planned to make the restaurant 80 million square feet and able to accommodate 30 million eaters at once.
Dude,
What?
yeah. I do. $13 billion is a fuck ton of money. Like, don't get me wrong, that would be an expensive undertaking, but you could do it for a good 200, 300 million, maybe $1 billion if you wanted to be nuts about it. And have like, which we might want to do. Even then, $368 billion, that's a lot of money. That's not start a restaurant business money. Let's start a fucking international tech company for like
All right.
financial fraud money.
Or the
$368
next one, I guess a wild boar crashes through sliding door, loiters for a bit in this person's house. Do you think it's Florida or not?
Oh, that could be anywhere. It could be Florida.
That could be Florida.
Because
I don't.
It's a wild boar. So how many places have wild pigs?
I
They're
know
all
it's
over
way
now.
more.
They're invading
They're
the world.
all
They're
way down
taking
south.
over.
Yeah. Well.
So what do you guys say?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be like in Arkansas or something.
You know, fat people running through doors. I'm fat shit running through doors. I'm gonna say Florida.
Brandon's got it.
Oh,
Every morning, 82-year-old Edward Wells sends a message to his daughter. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna read all this fucking text. 82-year-old Florida resident experiences a wild encounter when a 300-pound boar smashes through his sliding glass door, leading to a tense standoff with local deputies before the animal escaped every morning. What? Okay, that's the next sentence. Okay. I was going to say, every morning this happens? I was like, every morning Wells sends a message to his daughter, Stacy Wells, to let her know he's
every
alive.
morning there's a wild boar chasing me through.
All right. So yeah, that was Florida. All right, let's go over to the next one, guys. I have 6 total. So teacher apologizes after feeding ailing kitten to a classroom snake.
What?
Feed it turpentine or break its spine.
No.
Just
Honestly,
as long
this seems
as
more like a South thing.
kill a kitten.
I'm trying to find out where it says. It doesn't say in the first sentence or two, or does it? I'm
gonna say not Florida. That seems more like Tennessee or something. Shit.
Oh,
There's
like
so
that.
many pet snakes in Florida. I'm
It
saying
sa-
Florida.
It says at the top of the page where it's at. Okay. So it is actually Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh,
Oh, you know, fucking course it is. Oh my God.
I'm looking all over the article to see where it says, and at the very top it says NBC DFW, and I'm like, Dallas.
I used to live in Arlington in Texas, which is right around fucking Fort Worth, and fuck that whole place. That fucking tracks. The people there are fucking horrible. Yeah,
It says
yeah.
on Friday the
What the
district.
fuck?
On Friday, the district confirmed to NBC5 that the advanced animal science teacher at Alvord High School fed a ailing kitten to a snake before the start of the school day and outside the presence of students. At least he didn't do it in front of the kids. And that's the only thing nice I can say about this.
I need to look at this story. What the fuck? I'm gonna look the story up later. I need more information on this. Who the fuck? What the fuck?
First of all, you don't feed live animals to snakes like that. You give them like thawed out frozen animals, man. Fuck. I know this because my roommate has a snake. He has a corn snake. Her name is Cornholia. I wish I was kidding. And her name used to be Cornholio until he realized that it was a female snake. So they changed.
Oh,
I am Cornholia. I need kitty for my mouth hole.
I need to be right Cornholio.
Bangholio?
I am the great Cornholio.
All right. Ghost hunters awarded $2.8 million after a man shot him on his property. Is it Florida or not?
That sounds very Florida to me, but it could be anywhere down south. Once
I mean,
again,
Florida has the stand your ground laws.
so does Texas, so does Tennessee. So technically, doesn't Washington have a castle doctrine?
I
They
don't
might.
know.
They might.
I don't know.
Isn't it like 28 states have castle doctrines, or it's
I
over
mean,
20? I know that.
I don't know the stat, but yeah, I would believe that. Yeah.
All right, so it was in
what is
Texas.
this, then?
It was in Texas.
Oh, we didn't even get to guess.
Another. Okay. Oh, I thought you guys were already talking about it. So, but yeah, no, it was a bizarre incident. Saw the group fired at while searching for the site of a local legend in Illiteracy County. The incident, which occurred back in 2020, saw the group consisting of 7 young adults who were teenagers at the time venture out in the hope of locating the Devil's Lagoon at a local legend. I mean, if you're out in the middle of in the night in the dark in Texas, you're gonna run across somebody with a gun.
Okay, but why are they shooting at you? Like, if somebody walking in the dark, why start shooting at them? That's still crazy.
I mean, they are Texan, and
Shoot first, ask questions later.
you know, it's probably a Democrat in my yard. So shoot first,
Ouch.
ask questions later. Only Democrats believe in ghosts, kind of thing. But no, it says 5 years on, the civil court has ordered the culprit to pay the group $2.8 million with an M in damages. The shooting happened on El Toro Road, which is a public road, a county road, said Ryan Solis, the boy's attorney. And there was no evidence that they had been trespassing. They hadn't been stealing anything, destroying crops, or shooting animals, or nothing like that at all.
So were they on someone else's property?
Apparently, that's why the guy fired at them, because they were on his property.
Okay, well, I mean, once again, I guess that's. I don't go shooting at them, but I'm gonna start to agree with you on the "it's Texas" thing.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. It's one of those places where guns are like everybody has one, and if you don't, you're a weirdo, kind of place.
But they did award them $2.8 million in damages.
So that guy must have been a rancher, because who else has that kind of money
Right.
in Texas?
2.8 million doesn't mean they're gonna fucking pay it.
Or an oil guy.
Or it could be an oil guy. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Okay.
All right, the last story. I had to look alternate places to find this story, because the original link I had was on Reddit, and it had been deleted because apparently it was too much of a downer of a story. Columbia firefighter and his wife were arrested on child porn and bestiality charges. Was it Florida or someplace else?
Bestiality,
What?
I'm saying Florida.
Wait, I think you just said Columbia.
Oh wait, did he?
Columbia, yes, like Columbia County firefighter. So that's a giveaway. Columbia.
Well, I don't know what counties, so
Columbia County, is that like South Carolina?
I don't think I've heard of Columbia County, Florida, to be honest with you. So I'm going to say not Florida now.
All right. Well, you're both wrong, because it is Lake City, Florida.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Damn it!
Damn.
Damn!
Maybe I shouldn't have been asking this question while you're over there dying. Columbia County firefighter and his wife are both now facing charges of possession of child pornography and bestiality. Harley Hoffman, 27, was arrested on Thursday, days after...
Why didn't we guess Peanut Claw?
Right? As we were talking about it earlier in the show. Yeah. No, that was Florida. But yeah, no, they removed, because it was posted in the Florida Man subreddit, and they deleted it because it was too much of a downer, because most Florida Man stories are kind of funny. So, are you okay, Brandon? Do we need to call 911 for you?
You do have a mute button when you need it.
Yeah.
I believe sometimes it's referred to as the cough button.
Yes.
I actually don't know what my mute button is.
Usually it's on the microphone itself.
I can turn it off for a second, but that's it.
Yeah.
My mic, I can actually pull my mic out of my headset.
Unplug it. Yeah, that works too.
It's component.
The thing is I can mute him from here, but that would also mute you as well, Doug.
I just want to give the listeners the raw experience. That's all.
Well,
Alive and uncut, including my
Unfiltered.
coffee.
Filtered through only Wong water.
You're the one who sounds like you need filters today, buddy.
I'm doing my RFK impression.
Doug, for you to do the RFK impression, you have to do like your SpongeBob, like, hey.
That's true.
I don't like making fun of him, because he does have a genuine disorder.
He does.
For that. He does. It's not like he does that just because he's an idiot. I mean, he is an idiot, but that's regardless of that.
Didn't that happen to him because he's an idiot, though?
No, I want to say this is more of a neurological thing. The brain worm, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's caused because of the brainworm. That's what I thought.
No,
was.
no,
Not
he's
the,
got
not the vocal fry. No.
no. The vocal thing is something different. He had that way before. The brain worm, I think, accounts for a lot of stuff. I'd love when he finally dies. I'd love to see the autopsy of his brain.
Right. Right.
Because I guarantee
there's a cartoon worm inside his head with like a bib, and he's just like rubbing his belly.
I know he's talking Mickey Mouse like, ha ha, ha ha.
I love the whole idea that legitimately he had a brain worm, and it was eating his brain, and it died. Like,
yeah, no, that's and the worst part of that story was. The worst part of that story is no one made him tell that story. Like he volunteered the story out of the blue.
Same with the bear and the Central Park thing. And
did you hear the story about it? His daughter told him about the whale.
Yeah. He cut the head off and put it on the car.
Like, who does shit like that?
He's the Kennedy family is an inbred family, and mental illness runs deep in it.
Well, you know that his aunt, they fucking they lobotomized her.
Yeah, she was institutionalized and lobotomized. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Rosemary Kennedy.
Yep.
How do I remember that?
I mean, I kind of knew it, but I didn't know the names or the places. I just knew that one of the Kennedys was institutionalized for some reason.
Yeah, no, they lobotomized her.
Yeah, because
she was. Well, I'm pretty sure at this point we call it depressed and bipolar, but back then, you know.
Yeah, no, they thought she was possessed. Yeah.
And it was a lobotomy gone wrong. It like did one of those things where it like took her like whole personality.
No, that's what lobotomies do, Brandon.
Not every single time. I've seen interviews online with there's a pretty famous interview online on YouTube with a guy who had a lobotomy.
I just know that all the stories I've heard of people getting lobotomized, it changes their personality, kind of like
it will change your personality,
like a bad acid trip does.
I've never had a bad acid trip. I've had a lot of very good acid trips.
Yeah, I knew one guy.
I've had one great one.
I knew one guy who the one time he did acid is the time that it fucked up his brain. And he was a completely different person afterwards, because we went to school together, and then like 10, 15 years later, I see him again, and he looks and sounds like the same person, but his personality was like a 180 difference. So, but yeah.
I think the acid might have been what made him realize it, that he was different. I don't believe acid is that permanent of a thing.
What I mean is he himself was acting completely different. He was
acid. Yeah, acid can affect your brain like that. Acid also never quite leaves the cerebrospinal fluid, and that's how you can have flashbacks from it.
I've done a lot of acid. I've never had a flashback.
Yeah, it may not happen they may come in like 10 years from now for real. Depends on how much you've done, but they could start hitting you, but like 10 years from now.
I've done acid for way more than 10 years.
No, I'm not saying it's 10 years delayed. I'm saying I'm saying like when you get older, it can start like seeping through.
Hell yeah, free trips.
Yeah, free trips, exactly.
Free trips, unless it's like at a point in time in your life where you don't want to have those kinds of things happening because you already have other shit going on.
I can't imagine a point in my life like that.
I mean, like, for example,
free drugs always.
For example, like you're in a job interview, or you're like at your at your child's breast or some shit, you know.
Okay, I've never I've never having kids for one, so one of those can get thrown out. I'm a 41-year.
What I mean is, it will be at the most inopportune time. You'll be in a position where you're like, "Oh fuck, this can't happen right now."
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what they always say until it fucking happens.
I'll be fine.
You're in a car chase with ICE because they think you're a foreigner, and all of a sudden you're like.
Well, in that case, I don't care if that's the case, then I don't care if they catch me. They're gonna catch me eventually. That's the point. I want them to like, look, I'm legal, you idiots. Why are you chasing me?
Well, if we don't have due process, nobody's legal.
Yep.
Yes. So that is it for today, folks.
All right, that's another episode in the books. Fun all around. What do we got? We want you guys to like and subscribe and leave comments. Leave voicemails on the phone line. Leave comments on the YouTube. And leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.